The religion I chose was Unitarian Universalism. What is Unitarian Universalism? Unitarian Universalism is a religion that accepts all. Instead of asking, what do you believe? This religion asks, how do you believe? And do you live your life according to your beliefs? This church is made up of all different religion backgrounds. So anywhere between a Catholic to a Buddhist. They follow 7 different principles: the inherent worth and dignity of every person, justice, equality, and compassion in human relations, acceptance of one another, and encouragement to spiritual growth in our congregation, a free and responsible search for truth and meaning, the right of conscience and democratic process in our congregation and in society at large, the goal of community with peace, liberty, and justice for all, the respect for independent web of existence which we are a part of. I attended the Unitarian Universalism Fellowship of Mankato. This church was founded in the 1950s and has over 135 members. I went to 3 different church services. Each service was different because they had a different theme and a different person that led it, although a couple things remained the same, such as the bell chime, welcome announcements, chalice lightings, milestone moments, and meditation. Milestone moments were my favorite part of the service because it was a part of a service where congregation members could come up to the microphone and share an experience that they were having in their lives. On my first church service, there was a little boy that came up to the microphone and announced that he was turning 7 on Tuesday, and everybody applauded for him. A couple people later, there was a woman that came up and said that she needed support because her daughter had just been diagnosed with cancer. This was a time in the service where the church supported each other, congratulated each other, were really there for each other, and created a community. I also went to a covenant meeting. A covenant meeting is what I would compare to as a Bible study. A sheet of paper was handed out in the very beginning with the theme and reflection questions. There was 8 members without me. The week that I visited, the theme was blessings. There was 3 different readings, and then after the readings, there were 15 minutes to reflect on the readings and give a response if you desired. I chose a quote from a reading called Giving and Receiving Blessings. The quote is, "Suddenly I realized if I stepped out of my body, I would break into blossom." I related this quote back to this project and diversity. It's about stepping out of your body and experiencing something new so you can grow as a person. I conducted 2 different interviews, one from a member that has been there for a very long time and the other from a very new member. The first member, she originated from the religion Lutheran. What made her want to change into becoming a Unitarian? She said, "When I studied in college and grad school, I discovered my own beliefs, which were Unitarian." How she found out about this church is when her friends and relatives told her that her beliefs sounded more Unitarian, so she decided to check it out. When I asked, has this experience changed her life in any way? She said, "Being a UU has affected every aspect of my life. I was a Unitarian but didn't know it. There was no conversion experience, but I was grateful to know that there was such a religion and that others identified with the same values." When I asked what was something that she enjoyed about being Unitarian, she said that she really enjoyed being a part of the church where people were honest about their convictions and doubts, where they were always on a journey and questioning and growing spiritually. She's been a member for 40 years. The second interview, she originated from United Methodist. what made her want to change to becoming a Unitarian was she had just moved to Mankato with her new husband and visited several different churches, but the Unitarian church was the best fit for her philosophies, and she enjoyed the friendliness. How she actually found out about this church was through her neighbors because they attended. This experience has changed her life in many different ways because she's become very involved with the church and has actually become a leader. When I asked what was something that she enjoyed about being a Unitarian, she said the friendliness, the philosophy, the inclusiveness, the team effort, worship, refreshments, fundraisers, and environmentally friendly contributions are delightful. The banners in the front of the church really say it all for me: peace, love, and justice, and hope. She's only been a member for 6 months. 3 things I learned during this experience: that diversity is all around you. This church is the definition of diversity. It has every different kind of religion. A second thing is some of the 7 principles could work very well for a classroom. The justice, equality, and compassion in human relations is something you want to bring into a classroom. And the milestone moments was the last thing I learned. The milestone moments is almost what made this church community and what brought people together.